Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Spare Bedroom Challenge recap show, where every Thursday the Spare Bedroom Boys and normally their social media coordinator talk about it, but she gone, so it's just Spare Bedroom Boys today. We talk about the ultimate guilty pleasure show, MTV's The Challenge. Before we dive in, though, like every week, Dane, give us a recap.
This won't be as good as last time. It's not written down, but I have some notes at least. Previously on the challenge, we come back from our cliffhanger ending, and the security breach is not a breach, but in fact a purge. Devin gets who he wants, and CT gets the goof. After the purge, there's a whole lot of tears going on, but it's spa day. Everybody's loving it, except for Nam and his back. After all said and done, CT tries to redeem himself by apologizing, but his idea of apology is pretty strange, and it's more like blaming them. It's a weird old episode. The format's different. Eliminations in the front half, challenges in the back half, drama in the middle, all on this week's challenge.
Boom.
It's a sandwich of emotions.
All right.
I forgot my line of CT's all out of chewing turkey and ready to kick some ass.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get right into it. So we start off with the big secret reveal. Your prediction was correct.
It was.
They were not bringing someone back to the show, which means, Nikki, you're wrong. Your prediction was incorrect. And the big reveal was that it was going to be a double elimination. Dane called it.
I didn't call that, but I said it wasn't going to be somebody coming back.
It
was the opposite.
You gave double elimination as an example of what it could be, though.
Did I?
Yeah. It's genius. So let's talk about it, but I guess the whole premise is it's going to be a double elimination. So the second most votes, right after Josh had cried about how many friends he had, means Josh is going down as well, and CT gets to pick. I guess I'll just take Nick's part. CT gets to pick another team to go down in the order he chooses. So first up, CT gets to pick who Devin's going to facing, and he just asks his buddy Devin, who do you want to see? Devin is a spiteful motherfucker, so he said Darrell, even though you 4 for 4 in challenge championships.
It was an odd choice.
Yeah, come down and face me, because Darrell was the deciding vote and the only reason he was down there. And then CT goes down himself to face who? The goof.
The goof. Give me the goof.
He got to go against
Andre
the goof.
Giant.
So we'll go one challenge at a time. Devin versus Darrell. Darrell wins. Thoughts on that challenge, guys?
Well, yes. The challenge is also basically what Killer Cam did to get her golden skull, except rather than put rings on the poles, they have to drop puzzle pieces from the poles and then do the puzzle, which is a tanagram. And you think Devin plays a good game. He's right in it. He's getting the puzzle pieces on track with Darrell, so you think, hey, maybe you can catch him in the puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
But the puzzle guy goes down. He turns out to be an idiot and just talking shit, so he looks like an idiot as well. And he ends up going home. It's a little underwhelming.
He looked like an idiot 2 episodes in a row for talking shit. He was having such a solid game.
Talk shit, you eventually get shot.
Yeah, so Devin loses. Devin's going home. Thoughts on the challenge itself?
I can't remember what it's called. I call it Swinging Dick Peter Pan. Darrell wins. Yeah, he's lame. He hasn't done anything all season. Devin at least was like comic relief, like fun to watch. I guess him and Josh are both gone. So I guess the funniest part about Devin was him fucking with Josh. Yeah, I don't know. He just was a scheming little shit. He was fun to watch. So it sucks that he's gone. And Darrell, honestly, I forget he's there half the time. He's just a fucking...
He's been showing more character lately, though.
But they went from the guy who has probably most screen time in this whole season against the guy who has the least amount of screen time this season.
I bet the producer's like, fuck,
Yeah,
like,
like,
Devin,
shit.
man, what's wrong? You're the
He
puzzle
was
guy.
gold.
You're the puzzle guy, man. What's
That's
your
why we
problem?
changed it to puzzles.
Yeah.
That's
Fucking
funny.
idiot. Shut your mouth.
Yeah, that challenge. Devin talked shit and couldn't figure out the puzzle. That was it. Devin's gone, and then CT against Salty Tears himself are going head to head. CT destroys Josh, and Josh is going home. Thoughts, gentlemen? Let's start with Dane.
CT was looking like Spider-Man out there, just taking huge leaps of just jumping like a fucking spider monkey out in the trees.
He's like a fucking gazelle.
from limb to limb, just fucking. And then Josh, you go over to him, and he's just struggling, twinkle-toesing around, fumbling around like a goddamn goof that he is. And it's expected. I've seen CT do tanagrams for years now and talk about how he practices tanagrams at home. He brings up a line about how he does them with his son now, so he solves that puzzle in 5 seconds. And bingo, bango, bongo,
Yeah,
the goof is gone.
the goof is gone.
The salty tears have sunk.
Oh yeah, and Eric, thoughts on the goof going home and CT's performance?
Yeah, he did well. He, for 2 big fucking jamooks, they're doing well. CT was doing okay, I guess. I wasn't really paying attention to Josh. I kind of had it in my head that he was going because like me and Dane were kind of talking about it. Like we see him like clips from him like that we haven't seen yet. So we're like, yeah, well, CT's obviously still around, so that's kind of like a given that he's gonna win. Plus it's CT versus fucking Josh. Like, obviously he's gonna fucking win. Like Josh is a big fucking moron. And yeah, I'm glad to see him gone. I'm tired. I was tired of his like his big stupid dumb voice and him like smelling Nani's feet when she's not around and just like. Or smelling her shoes when she's not around. And he's just a gross guy. Like, he's just, where's my hug?
Kind of a creep.
Yeah, man. Just, fuck him, guys. Man, I hated him. But yeah, so that was
So for me, CT. Well, I guess I don't know if I said anything. Oh, I did. So for me, CT. I wrote down that he looked like Superman. On some of those, like his back arch, like he was up and
yeah,
away.
he's like,
yeah, like he was
just
Peter
his posture
Pan.
was good. Like, that was some good editing too.
Yeah,
though.
definitely. They definitely picked his strongest moments for sure, and Josh's worst moments. Yeah, CT absolutely destroyed him. I kind of figured that Josh would get off the platform just because they are built similar and they can both grab the pieces, but still, how fast CT put that puzzle together, it was stupid. So
GG, nights out. See you later. Now it's time to get to the drama.
the drama. So it's time
And
for
CT
new
embarrassing
partners.
himself.
And CT has first choice to stay with Big T, the power couple, everyone's darling couple of the season, or change partners. And what ensued can only be described as some sort of mental breakdown by CT. Eric, I want you to start as the biggest CT fan. I'm a big CT fan too, but the biggest CT
It's
fan.
hard to watch.
This is the first time I've ever really been ashamed of CT. Like, I was like very disappointed in him. He's very poor way to pursue that. Like, just be a gentleman and be like, we did good this season, but I'm gonna go with Cam. Like that everyone would have a little bit more respect for him. But he's like, epic again, man. Just went fucking bonkers and just made a scene. And it's just like, oh, okay, chill out, man. Like, just did Big T dirty and went for Cam. Like, I get it, but like, have some class, guy. Like,
Yeah.
You're supposed to be my boy.
I get it too, and like I think why he snapped the way he did is he was so sure he wasn't going to get a chance at a gold skull the entire season, and then he won one, and then he had the chance to take Cam, who is a very strong competitor, so close to the end here that he was just so excited, but he absolutely. The only reason he was down there was because of Big T. Like, the only reason was because of how Big T swam that frickin' challenge the week before. So he straight up, like, I was embarrassed for him. Dane, your thoughts?
Yeah, it was pretty bad all around. I just didn't know why he was so excited or why he acted like that. Maybe he did a line of cocaine before the challenge, and it finally kicked in after he won with all the adrenaline. And he's like, "Woo! Yeah, baby!"
Yeah, he was acting weird this episode. I didn't like it.
It was very un-CT like. Even Big T was like, "You're just like a total stranger right now." It was kind of classic CT.
Maybe that's what it was.
Definitely didn't see it coming.
Nope. I thought he was
not
keeping
in that
Big T for
regard
sure.
anyway. So that shook it up. So now Kyle, the Killas are gone.
Yeah, so the Killers are dead. I was going to ask you guys, Kyle and CT seem to be on the same team pretty much the whole time. CT hits them with a hard double cross. But then our next team is...
And it's up to Darrell. He stays
Yeah.
with Amber B. So then it's up to...
Then it's up to Corey.
Corey has then first dibs on all the females left behind, which is Gabby.
Wait, Kyle... Does Kyle pick before Corey?
Oh, yeah. Kyle has first pick out of the remnants, which is Nani, Gabby, and...
Big T.
And Big T. And he goes with Nani, I'm home.
Nani, I'm home.
Yeah, so Kyle with Nani, Corey with Gabby, Nam with Big T. I put it was like you know, in the school dance when someone was like snowball and everyone had to like switch the partners. Like it was just like if you're watching that like episode live and went to the bathroom for like 5 minutes and came back and you're just like you would just be like, oh fuck, what the fuck did I miss? Like, you missed like quite a bit. It was a wacky like 10 minutes of the episode.
Yeah. Any thoughts on the new teams? I think Kyle went from finals to fucked.
I probably would have picked Gabby over Nani.
Yeah. And yeah.
I think Gabby was the number one pick out of Big T, Nani, and Gabby.
I
don't know,
picked
man.
Big
At
T,
least
man.
Nani, like, I bet Nani's she always fucking loses. Yeah, I guess so. At
Yeah.
least Gabby's, like, showed that
Yeah,
she's
and
can
she's
do
from
something.
I'll take somebody with like no track record over like 0-8.
Over Nani's
I'll take a
little-
rookie over 0-8.
Over Nani's horse
See,
record.
I think
or
what
like
Kyle
0-15. Like,
Kyle
let's be
could have
realistic.
turned that taking Big T into like a whole CT did her wrong.
But
and
Kyle's
how
dumb.
I'm with Big T, but he went with dumb.
Kyle's dumb and
Nani.
he went with his friend.
Yeah.
So then it was Corey and Corey picks
Gabby.
So then now Gabby has the Corey curse.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could see her and like it was like Gabby and Big T. They're probably just like both like, please Corey, like,
Yeah.
fucking don't pick me.
Yeah, Corey's just like, she really proved herself with Devin. I could just see her fucking heart just sink like, no, fuck. Oh, I'm going home next week. She's gonna go back to the fucking their little compound or whatever and just start packing her bags.
Yeah.
She's
Well,
like, well, I'm going
fucked.
home soon, so see ya.
So then it's Nam and Big T. Nam gets left with Big T.
Mhm.
And
Not
then
for
that's
long.
the elimination. But
I like-
there's a
the
huge
elimination.
shakeup, definitely.
I like how confident Corey is every time he gets a new partner. He's like, I believe in her, like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, fuck you, man. You're gonna send this poor girl home.
This episode, though, he did have a moment, I think, in the spa or whatever, where he was like, to Big T, he's like, Big T, you should go in, though. Like, he was actually telling Big T to go in, not Gabby. So he's actually trying to keep his partner this time.
That's fair. So they go back home, and it's time for some quick drama. The first drama,
Tears.
Nani cries Josh's salty tears for him.
Yeah, it's
Ugh.
like-
It's like, hey, he's gone. Let's fucking let's like forget about him. Let's not talk about him anymore this episode. No one else talks. After someone leaves, just don't talk about them anymore.
Before he left, he like gave Nani a vial of his tears. He's like, it's like the secret water in Waterboy. It will heal you. Use them when you need them.
They're gonna go back to the place and then Nani's gonna be like, "Where's all my shoes?" And it's gonna show Josh on like the plane, like smelling her shoes, like, "Oh god, I miss her already."
So she balls, and then Kyle is pissed at CT, and they have it out in the kitchen. Your boys, your two boys, just
my two guys
going at
man,
each
they're-
other.
They're fucking. Is my shit low?
Just compared to Coops.
Huh?
Just compared to Coops.
Oh.
Just-
Yeah. So my two
Don't
guys.
acknowledge it.
My two guys, they're not happy with each other, which is reasonable. But like, they both need to just shut the hell up. It's a fucking game. Like, you're gonna backstab each other. Like, I thought they were like had a good friendship going there, but you know, this is the challenge. Whoops. Nope. Turns out. But yeah, so there wasn't even like that big of an altercation. It's just like typical like fucking don't fuck with CT or else you're gonna get near full.
Just munching on turkey.
And he's just like, it's not my fault. Like just and fucking stuffing his face full of fucking like maple leaf turkey. Like,
literally like opens a brand new package of just cold cuts and is just like eating them raw without bread or anything.
Yeah, it's just like, what was I supposed to do? Just like chewing it with his mouth open, like, you want to salt some? Like,
what do you want, Kyle?
I think they were like the producer, like, CT, you're too likable this season. Let's just make you fucking repulsive.
Yeah, there's no Johnny and there's no Wes.
Yeah, we need a bad guy. He's like, all right.
Bear's not here.
Yeah, we just need a cunt.
People are loving Devin, so CT, you're gonna have to.
Yeah. So I think just CT just manned up and was like, you know what? I'm gonna be the dick this season.
Yeah,
he sure did a doozy of a job.
I think he played it a little too early, just like Teresa did. Because now he has no one in there, and there's still at least 2 to 3 weeks left before finals.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he chose now.
Nobody wants to go against him, so it's like nobody's gonna throw. Well, I guess.
Now everyone's gonna want to throw him in because he went fucking full dickhead.
Yeah.
Who do they throw against him to eliminate him? Fessy. That's.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Or
so
Darrell.
are we still talking about Can I talk about CT's fucking like half-assed fucking apology to?
Nah, that's
Big
coming
T?
up after Spa Day.
Oh, okay, we got
Yeah.
Spot it
first.
So
Yeah.
Spot it.
And then real quick, Big T is hurt and avoiding CT. But then at Spa Day,
Yeah.
it was at least we got to see some butts. Aaron.
Yeah, man. I saw some of the Amber butt. I saw a quick
Eric-
glimpse of fucking Gabby's ass. That was pretty.
Eric walked away for a second, and I was like, "Oh, they're in bikinis," and he's like, "Rewind it." And
Yeah.
I was like, "I'm already on it.
Amber, man, she's fucking got it, man. I'm definitely gonna look her up on
Gabby,
Instagram and hit up her
Amber.
DMs.
But again, that's what I realized why this season's lacking. They don't have a swimming pool.
Yeah, man.
So it's just not always girls in bikinis tanning on the fucking by the pool.
It's like because it's like winter wherever they are. Like it's cold season.
Yeah.
Like they're always if they're outside, they're in like winter jackets
Like
and shit.
Jenna, that's when her butt was always out in a bikini.
Yeah, there was lots of butts. I remember. I miss the good old days with the butts.
I know there used to be so many cooler things, but Amber B,
Because they're all getting old and fat. No one wants to see their cellulite.
Amber B, she went up. She
Yeah, I
went up in
know.
the
That's
old
what I
books.
said. Yeah. She's
She
looking,
went up in the old books.
sometimes you just gotta see a girl in a bikini just to make you respect her a little more.
Yeah, I don't hate her anymore.
Yeah,
We're
so-
simple men.
See, if only they would have went to the hot springs before Amber M was eliminated, maybe I wouldn't have hated her so
And then
much.
it keeps cutting to like the same single shots of CT sipping his champagne in the steam with his glasses on.
Yeah, and then he's like, I'm gonna make amends. I'm gonna send her some champagne. Doesn't even bring it over himself. Gets the waitress to bring Big T some
Yeah, it's just
champagne.
him creeping over there.
And
Yeah,
he's like-
maybe
he's
I
like,
did that.
You know, you like that? You still mad at me? Well, see you later.
And this is like, yeah, you can't just buy his booze and think everything's
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, that's what I do when I get pissed off at a girl. I just buy her a glass of champagne and boom, she's naked.
Yeah, that works. That's exactly how it works.
So yeah, they have a nice little fun day after the purge.
I thought they showed Corey too much.
Corey was in there. Leroy and Cam fucked in the spa.
And turn it
Yeah.
into a swamp.
And yeah, kept cutting a CT. I was hoping that this spa would heal Nom's back secretly, but unfortunately it does not,
Yeah.
which is I think what leads us to the next part.
No, it was CT's apology after that, and then shit.
Oh yeah. Well, Nom like left to the hospital. I don't know.
Nom leaves the hospital to get his back checked out. CT decides to have a cutesy little fire for Big T to kind of like pour his heart out to her and makes her some s'mores, and
He doesn't even make s'mores though. He says that he's like, I'm gonna make her some s'mores, and then I like see and I like, where are the marshmallows? Where they? You just have a blanket. For
Then they
her.
started to fight, and then they didn't want to bust them out anymore. So he starts to apologize, starts like kind of telling her like, "Oh, you're not gonna make it to the final. Like I was just kind of doing this
Yeah,
for."
that was fucking cold blooded.
He's like trying to apologize, but he's just making himself even more, he's like digging himself deeper into the hole, and then Big T just like chimes in and just starts like standing her ground, and it was just like, holy fuck, CT, man, you're.
Yo, that apology started off so good, and I was like, CD is gonna redeem himself. Like we're not like he's gonna be all right. And
He's
then,
like, Tula, look at me.
and then he was like, "You weren't going to the final." Like out of nowhere, unprovoked. Like you're winning, CT. You're winning her over. And if you would have just said, honestly, it's just my son, I need that $1 million, and Cam had a gold skull already. Like boom, sweet. Like you're good. But no.
No.
Let's be honest, you weren't going to the final. Oh, you're a dick.
After this conversation, I asked Eric, I was like, I wonder why his wife left. Like, he must be great in arguments.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So CT looks like an asshole again. And then, man, this is like we're not gonna have a ton to talk about this episode.
Well, like I said, it was weird format.
Weird
I mean,
format.
the first 30 minutes of the episode is this double elimination.
Yep.
Gets into the tiny drama. There's no after party. There's no bubble and stuff. There's the spa day, which is nothing really happens.
Wow, we don't have to fucking
Just
like
butts.
stretch it out just for
There's-
the sake of the podcast.
No,
Let's just
no.
get it all out
And
there.
then there's no deliberation or anything like that because they have a free day. So then
A lot happened, but a lot didn't happen. if
And
that
then
makes
it's time
sense.
So
for-
Nam
yeah.
goes to the hospital and he comes back and he's just like, I just want to sleep. And they're like, yeah, there hasn't been an elimination. Usually we have eliminations during the day. So you should be good, Nam. So Nam like crawls into bed and then it's just like, elimination
guy.
time. We're having a nighttime elimination. And now we're basically back to the regular format of the show, but that's not going to start till next week.
Yeah, and now we are but the challenge. Let's talk about the little bit of the challenge that we saw. I guess it's going to be in the dark. Like,
Well, Nam.
Oh
we
yeah,
can
I got the description for the challenge here.
okay, well first, so they get there. TJ does the big reveal for Nam.
Nam's waiting on his results, seeing if he can play or not, and
God. R.I.P. to Nam. We
Yeah,
lost
man.
We lost three dudes this week. Nam is going home, and he
That
is
sucks.
upset. Nam gets some crying time in.
he'll be back probably.
I think so too. Everyone liked him so much, and he didn't get a fair crack at it.
He had fucking Lolo. as a
Yeah,
buddy,
and he put
man.
up with
He was dealt
Lolo.
just a shitty hand this season.
Put up with Lolo the entire season. I think he'll be back. But Nam is gone, and then if you want to go ahead and talk about
yeah.
what the challenge is going to be, so Eric, you get to describe
Still
it now.
kind of.
I was, you know that the Jordan picture? I was copying it off your hat.
Nice. You did a good job.
He's got a dumper. Looks like he shit his pants.
No, that's his bulge.
It's a big bulge.
Sorry.
He's got a front butt.
What do they call it? He's got a lump.
Oh, while you're checking
A front
that out,
lump.
fun fact, guys, did you know that Josh and Devin went on vacation together right after the show?
Shut up.
Mhm.
Where?
They were in Mexico. It was a work vacation for an MTV project. They went together, though.
Was it like one of those? I think it's gonna be a spin-off, like
Yeah.
just two people that hate each other.
The odd couple.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, so Josh revealed spoilers. Something else Josh mentioned was his recent work vacation in Mexico to do a project with several castmates. Challenge Mania podcast host brought up that the internet seemed to think one of the castmates was, in fact, Devin. Josh confirmed he was out there with Devin and someone else from the cast who he didn't reveal.
Oh man, I follow Maddie on fucking Instagram. And like Maddie, Josh, Fessy, and Casey were like somewhere on a boat, man. Oh, fuck. Man,
I'm
Maddie-
sorry, I derailed this and then we're going to go down a hole.
yeah, sorry.
No, I started it. That was my fault.
So they get locked in like a fucking cage together with your partner. You're locked. You're like handcuffed to each other. It's called Worst Nightmare. He described it as locked in a cell, locked together, torturous conditions, survive the night, you win. So, and then it just shows them kind of like, I think they have to do a bunch of tasks to kind of get out of the fucking,
Yeah.
out of the cage.
They chain together,
Big T has to sit out because Nam left. So I'm pretty sure she's just like, fucking
Yeah,
thank
she's
you.
like, fuck yeah.
But that means she can't compete.
But she can go sleep probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that point, I'd probably just be like, fuck. Like, I'd be so happy just to go sleep. Like, I don't care if I don't get my gold skull. I just want to go fucking to bed.
And then, but what did they do? They made the lights crazy and put an annoying
They said
sound
there was a
on.
creepy sound, and then next time on the challenge.
And it showed like all their like reactions, like, oh, it's gonna be
So-
a wacky challenge. It showed like all the shit that they had to say about it, and then
So overall thoughts on the episode before we go to the awards. I'll start. This episode sucked.
What?
I didn't like this episode at all. I didn't get any cool stuff. My notes suck. It was one long elimination challenge where I saw my favorite person of the season go home, and the only chance I had in fantasy go home. Both. So I started with that. And then it was CT and Kyle yelling at each other. I like both of them. And then it was nothing.
No,
and then,
don't fight.
Yeah, then Dom went home. That was it. I didn't like the episode. What do you guys think of it?
I thought it was good. I don't know. Some shit actually went down this episode. Like, I think because it was every episode's just been so fucking cookie cutter and like lame and just at least this episode is just like there's a roller coaster of emotions. Like some people went home, some people I didn't want to go home went home, but like that's the challenge. So I just like that something actually fucking happened. I didn't like how it was like last week's. How the fuck did you explain it? Like the
cliffhanger. And...
Yeah, like cliffhanger episodes. Those are always fucking shitty. It should be like challenge, first challenge, the day challenge, and then elimination challenge like that. But I don't know. Whatever. Mix it up.
The eliminations, I had some stakes in it, so I was into it. I was invested. I liked everybody who was involved, other than Josh. I really wanted him to go home, and he did, so I was happy about that. Got to see some girls in bikinis. I mean, we're a bunch of simps for that, so that was good. And other than that, it was an okay episode. It was okay. Again, this season's okay. Nothing's taking me away.
Yeah, so let's get to the awards then. Short and sweet on this one. For me, I'll start with boss. The boss of the week is going to. I'm going Darrell as the boss of the week because his vote he made a power move where he chose a side, and then it got him a gold skull. So I'm gonna go Darrell. Dane?
I'm going CT. He may have looked crazy and not apologized, but he took care of the goof like he wanted to. He got Kill a Cam like he wanted to. And he doesn't really care about anything else. He just sees the final in sight, and he'll do anything to get it. And he did it. Like a mob boss.
Boss. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you can break the Darrell and CT.
You can say the spa's the boss.
Yeah, you could say you could choose a butt.
Can I choose just? Yeah, Can I go boss for Amber B for having such a nice rump?
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Does
allow it.
anyone want to break the tie?
I'll allow it. The spa day was the boss.
Spa day was the boss. All right. So the boss was a segment. All right. So
it's just
Dane,
girls in bikinis.
Start us off with bitch of the week.
Bitch of the week, I will give it to... I'm going to give it to Nani for that breakdown over Josh being gone and wishing her feet were being smelled again and keeping Josh's salty tears in the game.
Could have used that.
Eric?
You go first.
It was such a weird episode that you're like...
I am going to go CT. For his... I just think he played the game poorly today, even though he got his gold skull. And he's the guy I want to win that's still there. I want CT to win, CT or Kyle, but I think he was the biggest bitch of the week. He freaked out. He alienated himself from everyone else. He destroyed his Kyle alliance, who was like his only friend. Big T was his only other friend, and Devin's gone. I think CT is the overall bitch of the week. And don't tell him I said that because he could beat the shit out of me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go CT. Yeah, he was being a fucking little shithead this episode, so fuck him.
Fuck him. So CT joins the bitch of the week crew. Now, no one will pass Lolo Jones, but CT makes a list for the first time as bitch of the week. Eric, if you want to start with a lull.
I think the only part that I actually like laughed at was when the part when like CT like ran up to the camera like out of like it was kind of like creepy. He just kind of came, like I've never seen that before. He's just like, and he just came up out of it. And he was all excited because he won, and then he started fucking going off about how he's gonna like maybe switch to cam and stuff. And I was like, he's not gonna actually do that. That's such a dick move. And then sure enough, but just like I thought it was funny how he ran up to the camera. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of cute and funny. That was when I still liked him. Because I didn't. That was like right before he just
like
done
bitches moves.
Yeah, that was like right. That was a turning point for him.
Man, it wasn't a funny episode. My lull of the week was probably when Kyle talks about CT and Josh in those harnesses, like babies in those jolly jumpers, looking like that. Maybe was the funniest part to me, but I don't know if I laughed this episode.
I laughed when they just kept reusing the footage of CT by himself in the hot springs. Nobody around him with his sunglasses, just like sipping drinks.
Yeah, even that part when he sends the champagne to
Yeah.
Big T. That was kind of funny.
And Anissa's like, you can't buy.
Okay, I'll change my vote and I'll go with the sipping too. That was kind of cute.
So
but
overall, CT.
just
Overall,
CT's little like Tom.
He's a
CT
bitch, but he was funny.
and he had a boss vote. Bitch, lol, and a boss vote. It was a CT heavy episode. Speaking of CT heavy
Yeah. Oh,
episodes,
that must mean I get
transition to
I'm getting-
fantasy.
I'm getting paid today.
I'm getting paid today.
All right, in
We should have fucking bet some money on this. Now I'm like feeling pretty confident in my team. Leroy, Kyle, and CT, just the big boys, the big
I
hitters.
don't think Kyle's gonna make it, but
Hey, no.
all right. So
Don't say something you can't take back.
in last place,
Fuck a wonder.
Gabby Sweet Strange, Chris's team with 566 points.
Keep going.
He
He's had two forever though, like 2 people since week 2.
He has more people than me now. And at least he got some points this week with Durrell getting a win. In fifth place is the Under Eat Dogs with 705 points. He loses Nom this week. Down to just Big T and Corey. No gold skulls. He needs Corey to make the final. I think that's his only shot at some sort of a comeback here.
Yeah.
Or for Big T to get some sort of swimming elimination to get a gold skull.
I can see him slipping into last place next week.
Well, he has 705. Chris only has 566.
Okay, never mind.
In fourth place with 795. I'm only 90 up on him. Is me, Josh's Salty Tears. And I am down to one human being, and it was my last round pick.
Anissa.
Anissa is all I have left. And
That's rough, buddy.
She is...
She's
she's
a thicker milkshake.
she definitely cries next week, so there's some points coming.
She's
But
definitely has a breakdown.
and that, they showed Nani. I think that was some foreshadowing that Nani is going to try and go down against Anissa. I think they did some foreshadowing there. But I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I'm so fucked. In third place, what do you think?
Probably me.
Nikki.
Nikki's Angels with 969 points. Her top scores this week, because mine was clearly Anissa. That's all.
Amber B for showing butt.
Yeah, do you get butt points? Because I saw some Gabby and some
Stats.
Amber.
Who does she all have left?
She's got Killa Cam, Nani, and Amber.
Her top scorer is Nani this week with 26 points, and
those
Killa Cam
kids.
with 26 points. And then Amber B had 14. So
She's a dark horse in this with these girls.
I know she's got some Cam. I think Cam's gonna win, and then Amber B looks fit. I think Nani's fucked, but which means in second place is obviously the Pin Pals with 1,025 points.
Finally at first.
The Pin Pals drop to second
That
place.
elimination cost me.
Who do you
Big
have
elimination.
I got Casey and Fessy, Team Berg brother.
Yeah, he is too strong. It's gonna come down to you three, definitely in the end, with 1,025 points. Anything you want to say about your team?
You can do it, Fessy. You can do it, Fessy. Put your penis inside Gabby, and let's get crabby.
That's terrible. Should have said it's gonna get messy.
Yeah, I was ready for messy.
Yeah.
But I used that in another one, so I stopped.
That's fair.
I used that rhyme before.
And in first place,
Wait, Gabby. No, never mind. I was gonna throw down a heater there, but I can't do it. Now.
I'm still feeling good, but no, Eric's team's definitely looking good with Devin out of the mix.
They've always looked good. Now they're
definitely
looking real
always
good.
they're looking real good.
With Kyle in my fucking
In
team.
first place, 1,051 points, including this week's highest scorer. CT dropped a $105. First hundo we've seen in a minute with all that drama. CT had 105 points. Next highest was Durrell with 60. So Leroy got 34. Kyle got 34. So,
Shit, this is a big week for
thoughts?
me.
CT and the Jets takes first by
I-
26 points.
When I was watching the episode, I was like, "This is a heavy CT episode. This is gonna give me some fucking points, some drama points, some fucking like I don't know. I don't even know what the points are. Is there like conniving and like little scheming, little shit points? Like, cause he would be glowing right now with points if those were things. But yeah, no, I knew it was gonna be a good episode for me. So I'm
Well, it was.
I actually thought I was like, gonna. I don't know. I can never really pay attention, or I never really pay attention like how close the scores are, so I don't really know. But let's get to know them in first. I'm gonna try and keep that lead. It's physically impossible for me to do anything about it, so I'm just gonna hope for the best.
Unless Anissa wins like 3 competitions in a row, I'm
Oh,
fucked.
she will. She's just a fucking.
She's a
She's a very
superb
fit-
athlete.
Yeah, she's just at a physical. She's physical perfection.
Fantastic athlete all around. Fuck. Yeah. That's the fantasy update. New first place. It's been like 7 weeks
Damn
since
it.
we had a new leader. Devin goes home, and he still got you 13 points. He got 3 more than Josh, but
I feel bad for Nam, to be honest.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do an in memoriam? Because that's gonna
Yep.
take fucking half an hour
yeah.
itself.
Well, that's what we're up to now. So let's save Josh for the end, because I'm guessing, or Devin. Let's start with.
Let's do a quick blurb about each one.
let's
Don't have to
start-
do a fucking big thing about it.
Do the same old,
Let's do
same
the
old.
same old thing. It's
I know, but there was like 20
All
people
right,
that
we
went
got
home today.
Josh.
just 3. All right, we'll start with Josh.
Yep.
All right.
We're starting with Josh?
Yep. You go ahead and go first, Dane.
Josh, I'm so fucking glad you're gone. You say you do this for your family. Your family's embarrassed of you. I bet anybody who has ties to you, like, is like, oh, are you Josh's family? And it's like, no, I have no relations with that man because he's a loser.
They do like,
Eric?
yeah, I just picture like people going to their house, like, oh, hey, you related to Josh from the challenge? They flip the picture. Like, no, please don't look at those. Please don't tell anybody. Yeah, no, I'm glad he's gone. I was tired of his fucking Andre the Giant voice, and it's just his creepy demeanor, and it's just like his little like creepy ways with Nani. How he's just trying to like be like he's just getting friend zoned hard, and he's just he smells Nani's shoes when she's not around, and it's gross. And I don't like him. I would not even like want to meet him in person because I know he's just like not a cool guy. So I'm glad he's gone. So yeah, that's it.
For me, Josh, I'm sad you're gone for fantasy implications. Just as an overall likable person, I am not sad. But the drama points you brought me 150 drama points. The next highest is Devin at 95. That's how much drama Josh brings to the show.
It's just crying. Like,
Yeah,
he's just
crying.
inserting himself into.
Josh's salty tears will not be the same without Josh Martinez, okay? I'm upset for the fantasy implications. I'm glad you're gone, though. Congrats, so you got an elimination win this season. Your first one. Maybe
First
by
one.
your 15th one, like Leroy, you'll have a chance.
Is he like Spanish or like Mexican? Like, what is he? Dominican? Oh, okay. I just didn't know.
So
Next up is
Nom.
our good boy Nam.
Start with, actually no, because you're gonna end. I'll start with Nom. Nom, you are likable. You got a hot bod. You
Yeah.
had some funny no English moments. You put up with Lolo, so you're a goddamn saint. Everything about you was cool. You were fun to watch. I am genuinely gonna be sad that you're no longer on the show. Dane, 'cause you have Devin.
Nam, you were turbo light, and I appreciated that. Maybe one season you and Turbo can be on together, and they'll be perfect, and you can shoot imaginary fireballs at each other. Eric was like, "Is he an engineer? What is he?" And I was like, "He's an ultimate beastmaster." Okay, it says it right under his name.
That's all he has on his resume. Eh?
And hopefully you get another shot. Hopefully your back's not bad. 'Cause yeah, you're a likable, fun guy.
Yeah, he was a mushroom. He was a fun guy. I'll just leave. No, he was good. He was fun to watch. I love when they throw a fucking wild card in there that doesn't fucking speak very good English, and their commentary is always funny because their English is so shit. And yeah, you put up with Lolo Jones, the biggest bitch probably in the world.
Just a Karen.
Just a fucking Karen. Like, just a. So who hurt you, Lolo? Like, what has happened that you have to treat people so? It's the nicest guy. You treated Stop right there. Yeah, Nom, you're fun to watch. You'll be back though. I know it.
And back to you with Devin.
Devin, just what a character, you know, what a ride. Oh yeah, that's it.
Devin, thank you. Thank you for this season. Thank you for being a likable piece of shit. Thank you for just slamming beers, smoking darts, and yelling Big Brother sucks. Because without you, this whole season of the challenge would suck. So I'm sad to see you go. Hopefully CT acting like a crazy person now will bring some sort of entertainment. Because with you gone, and Kyle's kind of tame this season, I don't know how interesting the rest of the season's going to be. So you will be missed.
Devin, hopefully while you were on vacation, Josh finally sucked your ass. Or whatever you yelled at him. Eat my ass. You're fun. I always liked you. These guys hated you to begin with, and this season turned them into fans. And I'm gonna miss you. Oh, I just shit my pants.
Goodbye, Devin. So finally, let's go predictions for next week. We wrote down.
Do we actually keep them this time?
Yeah, and they were in a notebook. Yes, okay, I can read my serial killer writing.
It's literally just cut up newspaper letters. Glued to a piece of
Dane
paper.
said the security breach would not be someone coming back into the game. Dane was correct.
I should get like 10 extra fantasy points for that.
Well, Nikki.
Oh, we didn't decide those rules.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. Nikki said that someone was coming back in. Nikki, you are incorrect. Eric said that Josh would cry. I'm pretty sure he cried before he left.
He
right?
cried. He cried.
He cried?
Oh yeah. He was licking Nani's tears and she was licking his.
Well, no, she was crying after he was gone. But I think he cried talking about his family before he left. Someone watched the playback, but I think you were correct as well. And finally, me, I said either Devin or CT was going home. Devin went home. I was correct as well. 3 predictions right on 1 week. Boys rule, girls drool, Nikki.
Fuck yourself.
All right.
So do we get like points for prediction?
That's what I was saying. We should have made rules, but you know.
Well, it's our first season of doing this, and this show will evolve and change with each year. Hopefully,
Watch, this gets canceled after this season because it's such a shit season.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
well, that was a fun ride. Now we got to switch over
A
to Big
third
Brother.
party after show has got some hot water.
I keep trying to convince these guys to do Big Brother, but they don't want to do it. Nikki said she would.
I would do Big Brother. I don't care.
It just started Big Brother Canada though.
Oh no,
It's a very
no,
small niche for that.
no.
Well, it aired. First episode aired today.
Is Turbo
So
on it?
no, you should see the cast. It's a rough looking crew.
Are they all former MTV VJs?
No, they're all just a bunch of.
I predict somebody throws up during the challenge next week.
Ooh, a puker.
Somebody's
that's
puking
a safe
because they're
bet.
gonna have to eat something.
I think that's a safe bet.
I think 2 people make out.
You saw
Another
that
safe
already.
bet. Yeah.
No, you just saw 2 people fucking. They looked like they might have been fighting. You don't know.
Nah, that shows some kiss.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
you guys.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do a different one
That's
then.
good. You guys both
Say he
hedged
gets
your
his
bets.
fingers. Say he gets all the way. Say
You
they
can hedge
fuck.
your bet. That's fine. I'll hedge my bet too. I predict Big T gets a new partner next week.
Oh. Hedge your bet? Is that what that means? Just to like fucking throw it
Yeah.
over? It's like it's just a half-assed. Okay.
I bet the moon comes out tonight.
But anyways, that's the show. So tune in next week when we find out who throws up. We find out how long Gabby and Fessy make out for, and we find out who Big T's new partner is. Thanks for coming. Any social stuff to shout out? Do you guys have a movie review coming this week?
I'm editing it right now.
Are we releasing them both at the same time? Yeah.
Yeah, if we do that, then we have to wait.
Yeah, so we're gonna release them both at the same time. Aiden's computer crashed, so my wood burning video is gonna be pushed another couple days, but it's coming. It'll be here soon.
And I am posting a reaction video right now where I'm sleepy and I did it at 1 a.m. and I'm very low energy.
Although
So
we've already got an email about a copyright strike on it.
yeah,
Did we?
yeah, we get copyright strikes all the time on those, though.
Fuck
Every
'em.
single time. Well, it depends.
Why don't you flip the video? Because then.
No, all that happens is you say it's not for profit, and none of those things will ever be for profit, so you're fine.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's it. That's the episode. weird episode of the challenge means weird episode of this show. Did you want to show that?
We didn't
I was
have
gonna say, tune in Sunday for a three-way.
I like how Kooks was Tum Tum.
I am Tum Tum, man. But yeah, that's it. Get the fuck out of our room. Bye.
Bye.